I am begging you to fix your peaks, because I need you to understand something. When you die in a fight, and it feels like they just aimed better than you, most of the time their aim had nothing to do with it. You lost the fight before anyone even pulled the trigger because of the way you peaked. And this isn't a small thing. Through snapping, I've watched thousands of Fortnite deaths, and taking a bad peak is one of the most common reasons people die in fights. It's also the mistake that almost nobody ever fixes, and a lot of people think they fixed it, but in reality it still loses them fights they should be winning, and the more you leave it, the worse it will become. So in this video I'm going to show you exactly what a good peak looks like, the peaks you should actually be using, and the exact routine that makes them automatic so you don't even have to think about it. This is one of the fastest improvements you can make in this game, so make sure to watch the whole thing. First, let's get the basic fundamental out the way, which is something called Peeker's advantage. Basically, Fortnite's camera sits on your right shoulder, so you want to always peek from a right hand peek like this. So this is a right hand peek, and this would be a left hand peek. Another example of Peeker's advantage is if you're on high ground like this, and the enemy's on low ground, you'll always be able to shoot and build before they can even shoot you. So keep this in mind throughout the whole video. That's why you might have seen clips where people could just go like this, and they'll always be able to shoot first before anyone on low ground can shoot them. Also, if you've ever just waited for someone to do that, and you've literally waited and tried to shoot them, even though you're the one who's technically been waiting before them, they'll always be able to shoot you and build before you'll ever be able to shoot them. That's all because of Peeker's advantage. A good rule to follow is simply if you don't have a right hand peek, just don't take the peek. Now let's go over some of the best peeks to actually use. And the first one is just a right hand window peek. This is also good because you can get piece control really easily through the peek, and you've got a right hand peek. And you can also do this trick where you move to the right, and as soon as you're able to shoot, you crouch and move back to the left as you shoot, and you'll be able to get a shot off fully protected. Okay, just quickly, I've got a completely free document that has the best drills and best practice methods for pretty much every weakness in Fortnite, and if you want this document for completely free, all you have to do is join the Discord server, which is linked in the description of this video. But let's get back to the video. And another good peek is, let's say someone's edited out their box to the left, which is where most people edit out of their box. They usually edit out to the left because then they can do this, and then they would have a right hand peek. But you knowing this, you can do this and pre-piece them from a protected right hand peek like that, and then you can go for a bottom right hand peek and shoot their toes or something from a protected peek. If you watch a lot of pros, you'll notice that they're not scared to just get little damage and get lots of it. Whenever they have an opportunity to get damage, they take it. Like this peek where you're fully protected and you might be able to see their feet or something, and then you can shoot that. Pros punish all their enemies' mistakes and get damage whenever they can. Another good peek is, let's say you're in a box like this and you have a cone and there's an enemy on this ramp here. What you can do is crouch behind this cone so you're protected, and then also do this peek here, and then you'll have a right hand peek where you can again shoot them and they won't be able to see you at all. Another option is to do this peanut butter edit and then cone them like this, and as you can see, you'll be fully protected and they won't be able to see you as long as you've gone right up against the wall here. A lot of people make the mistake of confirming the edit too early, because if you do that, then you will be exposed. You have to be all the way back like this and go as far up against the wall as possible and then place the cone. But if you want to make sure you're always protected, you can just do this edit, crouch and get the cone, and you can also shoot them from here as well. Basically, the rules to follow are you always want to be on a right hand peek, and you always want to make sure that before you confirm the edit, you're in a position where the enemy won't be able to shoot you. Also, a quick tip, a lot of people still do this edit, but so many people know this edit now, and as soon as you place this ramp above your floor, they're already waiting for you to edit and jump up. This edit here is not protected. This edit is literally only good if your enemy is completely unaware and you can do it quickly. Any good player will be fast enough to shoot you. Another thing to note is that you should never be opening wide edits like this if you don't have a major health advantage. damage. But let's say you do have a major health advantage and you're full health, you can't get one pumped and they're literally one shot. Sometimes the best thing to do is to open that wide edit and just kill them as fast as possible and finish that fight quickly. But if you don't have a health advantage, then you need to make sure every peak is protected and do not do a wide open peak. One exception to this, and something that pretty much nobody talks about, is that let's say someone jumps on your wall and then swings their pickaxe. As long as you know it's not a fake pickaxe like that, you can do an open edit and shoot because they'll be stuck in that pickaxe, so you'll be able to shoot and reset before they can do anything. But that does take some time and experience to learn when you'll be able to get away with that. A key thing is to track your opponent at all times and have awareness on them at all times so you know where they are and you can punish all their mistakes. Now let me show you some of the best scenarios to practice your peaks, and I recommend using Raiders Mechanics Training V5 map. Then come over here to this comp section and you're going to want to do this peak training drill here. Just click start and click hard. Make sure you select the hard difficulty because that will make it so that if you make a bad peak, the bot will damage you for making that bad peak. And if you make a good peak, then it won't damage you. This is good because it actually punishes you when you make a bad peak. So run through these drills, and when you get to the bot, make sure you make a protected peak. If you struggle with peaks, then you have to make this a part of your warm-up routine, because if you don't already know, the fastest way to improve at Fortnite is by focusing on your weaknesses. If peaks isn't a major weakness of yours, you can just do 5 or 10 minutes of this drill every day to keep up your good peaks. But I'm assuming most of you don't have pro level peaks yet, or the level of peaks you want, and if that's the case, you should do at least 10 minutes of this every single day. Also, a good way to improve your peaks and carry it over into real games is to play ranked reload, W key everybody, but set yourself a very strict goal and a very strict rule that you can't take damage the whole game. This is a trick that pros do, and not a lot of non-pros know this trick. Now real quick, here's the annoying thing about peaks. You can't always tell when you've taken a bad one, because in the moment it just feels like they beat you, and you'll walk away thinking your aim or something else let you down when it was actually the peak. That's actually one of the main things Snap-in catches. You upload a clip and it will show you exactly why you died, and find that one mistake that cost you that game, even if it isn't something obvious, because 9 times out of 10 the mistake you think you made isn't actually the reason you lost that game. You also get 24/7 coaching, weakness tracking, and fully personalized routines, and much more. So if you want to see why you're losing fights, get a plan to fix it, get 24/7 coaching, and more, then check out Snap-in with the link in the description. But if you did enjoy this video, or if it helped, then please make sure to like and subscribe so I can keep on making these videos. And I also picked out this video on the screen because I think it would fit perfectly with this video, and I think it will help you out quite a bit. So I'll see you there.